Are they already in Chicago? The one and only Leo Biaz. Hey, Leo.
I'm excited to be back, my man. It was 9 days in Vegas. We got stuck in the desert, and we had a little hangover remix out there, man.
I wore a wig to school once, and they said no headgear was allowed.
How did
Spiderweb
was it
tights.
Obvious that it was a wig?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was having fun.
Wig.
See, this is exactly why we have them on the show, and this is what makes them fun.
You're listening to KXVS, the voice of Stockton, 92.1 FM.
With Matt George and Leo Biaz.
Cowbell Kingdom's podcast.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
Thursday nights at 7 p.m. right here on KXVS, the voice of Stockton.
Do you want to relive the golden days of Stockton? Join Nate Knott on Stockton Alive every first and third Monday at 6 p.m. Tune into thevoiceofstockton.org.
My name is Josh, and you're listening to KXVS, the voice of Stockton, 92.1 FM. Catch us live on Facebook, YouTube, and the TuneIn app.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of KXVS, the voice of Stockton, or its parents, affiliates, management, and staff.
Da 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 da, shabba da do da da da, shabba da dee da da da, shabba da dee da do da da da, shabba da dee da da da, shabba da be da do da da da, shabba da be da da da, yeah, shabba da dee da, to buy is good.
The voice of Stockton on KXVS presents Kitchen Conversations with Chef Tobias Cooks.
Hello, 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 hello. Chef Tobias Cooks here with the Voice of Stockton. You can log on to the Voice of Stockton at Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or Twitter. Please go on to the Voice of Stockton Facebook. Click like, share, and donate. Like, share, and donate. Support your local public radio station. Yes. And Chef Tobias Cooks, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and Facebook. What? Yes. All right. Today is going to be a really, really quick podcast. We are going to be talking about Thanksgiving. Yes, I'm so excited about that. So Chef Tobias Cooks here. I don't have my paper today. I have my little phone. It has all my little list on it. So I got my little glasses on so we can talk about this. All right, Thanksgiving is coming up. It's in a couple of weeks. A lot of people are cooking at home. A lot of people are going out to eat. A lot of people are going somewhere else. Normally during Thanksgiving, families, you know, they take turns. They say, oh, we're going to go to our parents' house, then we'll go to your parents' house. Or some people say, oh, we're going to do this or do that. In my case, I'm at home cooking. Yes, unless I have to work. So what I do, because that's my job, I am a chef and I cook. I tend to cook for other people for a living. I usually do my own personal cooking a couple days before. Sometimes I'll do it a week before. Or the great thing about all of it is I have wonderful chef friends. Yes. So I have chef friends that have specialties. They have things that they cook, certain dishes that they're known for, they're famous for. So you know what? There's nothing wrong with me going to my chef friends and saying, hey, I need this and I need that. So if you do have some chef friends, please pay them. Pay them. Don't ask them to do anything for free this time of year. Please patronize them because this is their bread and butter. During this time of year, we make the bulk of our money. All right. So with that being said, if you do have friends that have cakes and have pies, or if they're doing deep fried turkeys, or if they're doing hams, or if they're making dinner rolls, this is a great time to go ahead and get your orders in. Yes. If you are like most people that come to my house, you going from house to house jumping, as we call it. Please bring something. Do not show up empty-handed. Please don't do that. No. Don't do it. This is what you do. Some simple things to do. If it's like your auntie, if it's your grandmother, if it's your mother, your mother-in-law, sister-in-law, whomever, buy some flowers. You could get some really big, beautiful bouquet of flowers. The stores have them, all kinds of stores. Buy the largest one you can and split it up to like 3 small bouquets. Go to Joann's, go to Michael's, get some ribbon, some holiday ribbon, and tie them on each one of them. Put them in the trunk of your car, and that way, whomever house that you go to eat at, you have some beautiful flowers for the lady of the house. Trust me, that will get you a plate to go. It will get you an extra plate, and it will get you a hug, and it will give you an invitation to come back for the next holiday meal. So please, that is something to do. If not, bring our d'oeuvres. You could bring a fruit platter. You could bring a vegetable platter. You could bring drinks. Someone over here, drinks. Yes, bottle of wine goes a long way. Hey, look, a couple of sodas go a long way, okay? Also, napkins. Bring napkins. Bring paper plates, paper spoons, paper cups, and my all favorite, ice. If you show up to my house with a thing of ice, I'm telling you, I am your girl. I'm packing you a super plate to go. Yeah. So please, if you are visiting families and friends for Thanksgiving, please do not show up empty-handed. The lady of the house always likes flowers. Drinks goes a long way. Alcoholic drinks, plastic, to go, not to go cups and stuff for you, but that goes a long way. Also, thank you cards go a long way as well. Okay, so that's just a really great tip for those that are going from house to house. The other thing, if you're going out to eat for Thanksgiving, I've gone out to eat for Thanksgiving, and I like it. I actually like going out to eat for Thanksgiving. It's a great thing to do. You can go out, you can eat all you want. You can sit there, you can talk. You can get up, and you do not have to clean up at all. And if you're someone like me, you will take a plate to go. Yeah. You will order a plate to go, or you will put something in your little Tupperware, put it in your pants. Don't say Chef Tobias cooks, but yeah, I do. I mean, hey, we all do it. And then that way when you go home that night, you got a little something to eat, right? So eating out is a really great. There's some fantastic restaurants that are open. There are places that still will be open for Thanksgiving. So if you don't feel like cooking, or if you don't have time cooking, or you're exhausted, or you just want to spend time with your family without cooking and cleaning and going through the stress, go out to eat. The great way to go out to eat on a budget is the food that you're going to spend to cook anyway. Use that money to go out and eat. Pick something that's budget friendly for you and your kids. Maybe you can't pay for all the family members, but as long as you have your family covered and the other parties understand, then hey, that's a great thing to do. Okay, so another good thing to do for Thanksgiving, we talked about, you know, patronizing your chef friends. I do this all the time. There are stores that have cooked dinners. There are stores right now they have where they can make things for you. They have pre-made stuff. That is a wonderful thing to do to add to your Thanksgiving meal as well. You can go out and get your cakes. You can get your pies. You can get your dinner rolls. In most cases, you could get some of your meats already pre-made. Go ahead. Order that, purchase it, bring it in, add it to your meal. It's wonderful. Another great thing for Thanksgiving is your food budget. Yes, a lot of people that eat different things for Thanksgiving. I've had all kinds of stuff for Thanksgiving. One time we had Chinese food for Thanksgiving. It was good too. One time we had fried chicken for Thanksgiving. We had roast beef for Thanksgiving. So, and meatloaf. I've had meatloaf for Thanksgiving as well. So, think outside the box. It doesn't always have to be turkey. Right now, prime rib is on sale. Yes, prime rib is on sale. I'm going to have to do another show on prime rib. I probably got to do a special live on prime rib. It's some great ways to make some prime rib. You know, I like a good prime rib every once in a while. I'm not really a big beef eater, but yeah, for prime rib, yeah, I can make an exception. So right now, it was a couple weeks before Thanksgiving, all the sales are out. Check the grocery store sales right now. They're all coming to the house. You go to the mailbox and you think you're going to get a bill and you get this thick old stack of Thanksgiving sale items. Take advantage of that. You know, there's some really great sales going on. There's some great sales on vegetables that are going on right now. There are great sales that are going on cranberry sauces. If that's what you do, whatever you do, there is a sale right now. I strongly recommend that you get the sales. There's lots of sales on the cake mixes right now. There's great sales on pastas right now, the dry pastas, the cheeses are on sale. So this is a great time to go ahead and start your grocery shopping. If you have a freezer, get some of the turkeys that's going on. This is the perfect time to stack up on turkeys. I know a lot of stores they have, if you spend $25, you get a turkey on sale. Some stores, if you spend $50, you get a free turkey. Some have coupons right now, buy one, get one free. Some of them have all kinds of good sales right now. So please take advantage of the sales. If you are a couponer, this is the great time right now. I open up my email and I see all kinds of coupons. Download this, download that. And some of them I actually downloaded because they were pretty good. So this is the time to go ahead and cut your coupons out. This is a great time to go ahead and collect the sales paper and to start shopping for Thanksgiving. That way you don't be so overwhelmed when Thanksgiving comes. You know, I try to buy everything as fresh as possible, but some things I can buy and I could cut up and go ahead and freeze it. And then that way I can have it for Thanksgiving. Okay, so some of the Thanksgiving because who's calling me? Okay. Well, here we are right now. So there's this huge thing. There's two things right now. We're going to solve it real quick. Don, you want to come to the table for this one?
What's up?
Macaroni and cheese.
Okay.
Is it a side dish or a main dish?
You know that's a main dish. Quit playing.
I don't know. Can macaroni and cheese be a main dish?
I'm going to tell you the truth. Your macaroni and cheese game will tell you whether it's a main dish or a side dish. If you don't have macaroni and cheese game,
okay,
then it's just a side dish. It might even came out of a package. But if you got macaroni and cheese talent,
yes,
everyone is waiting on your macaroni and cheese. Everybody been thinking about it since last Thanksgiving.
Okay, so this is what we gonna do. Your macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
If someone come up to the table and they fix their plate and it's like a little bit of macaroni and cheese and then everything else around it, or if they put the macaroni and cheese down first and then they put everything on top of it.
Build their plate. Yes. They start with the macaroni and cheese, then they put some greens on the edge.
Yes.
Then put some stuffing on the side. Start laying stuff on top of the macaroni. That's it.
So let's talk about the macaroni and cheese just real quick. Macaroni cheese is a favorite. It is a Thanksgiving favorite, okay?
Yes.
A lot of people are like, what is macaroni and cheese? Google it, okay? So here's the thing. It don't matter how you make macaroni and cheese, like Don said, as long as your macaroni and cheese is the bomb, okay?
Yes.
Some people do the package, and that package is so good. They add extra butter to it. They add extra cheese to it.
Right.
Some people do 6 cheeses of macaroni and cheese. I come from the South. You only do 1 cheese. You only do 1 cheese, and you swear that's the best cheese.
It might be marble
ever
though,
had
right?
in your life. Yes.
Like the marble Kobe.
Yes.
Might be.
Some people put egg in the macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
Some people put canned milk. Some people put heavy milk. Some people make a macaroni and cheese. They make a cheese sauce. Then they put the macaroni in it. Some people put the macaroni in a bowl, and then they add all the cheeses to it. So it's you know what?
So here it is. If your macaroni and cheese is cooked in a pot and served in a pot, then that's all right.
No,
but
it can be served.
If it has to go on in aluminum trays and it has to be baked and it's a priority, then that means that your macaroni and cheese is
I'm about to
screaming.
faint.
It's
I'm
the
about to
business.
faint. The macaroni and cheese for Thanksgiving has to go on a casserole.
Please.
I'm sorry.
Please tell them that, Chef.
It has to go on a
it goes in the
casserole.
oven.
And
It's not a stovetop
No,
item.
it is not
You just
stovetop.
boiled the noodles on the stove. That's all you did.
And the cheese have to be burnt a little bit around the edges.
little bit right
It gotta
there.
be a little bit crisp, just a little bit crispy on the top.
Right.
Yes, and you put the macaroni cheese on the table as a solo artist by itself.
That's right.
And everybody else is just his friend.
That's right.
It's just a friend. It's just visiting the mac and cheese.
Yes.
It's just visiting. Okay, so the second one, dressing or stuffing?
I'm gonna have to say, you got to come with both, because the light, fluffy stuff is nice, but that thick, heavy dressing, it's good too. But since I'm a vegetarian, my stuffing is never really stuffing because it's never been stuffed in nothing. But yes,
So what's the difference between dressing? Oh, we should have went live. What's the difference between dressing and stuffing?
I think it's culture. It's a word difference. People, because if you go in a certain household, no matter what it is, whether it's dressing or stuffing, everyone calls it dressing. And another house, no matter whether it's dressing or stuffing, everyone calls it stuffing.
Okay, there's the difference.
Okay, tell it.
Okay, so stuffing is done with bread.
Yes.
It's bread.
Right.
It's a bread base. It could be breadcrumbs, bread cube,
Right.
dried bread, or it could be French bread, baguette bread that you cut up real big and you can leave it out for like a day and let it get real stale.
But it's not cornbread.
I'm getting to that. That's a stuffing. A stuffing is bread.
Stuffing is bread base.
Yes, bread base.
Yes.
Dressing
Dressing
is cornbread.
That's right.
base.
That's right.
Dressing is corn bread. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you hear me?
Yes.
Let's get it clear.
It's not Jiffy. It could be.
It could be Jiffy.
It could be.
I've had some listen.
It's all right.
I've had some dressing
Yes.
over my years.
Yes.
With some Jiffy cornbread. It was a little sweet. It was a little corn puddingish. But it worked out.
It worked? Okay.
And here's the thing: when you go into different people's houses, you cannot be. You can't be.
No.
Can't be.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Can't do that. Can't do that. That's why I recommend you bring the flowers. All right.
You go.
You can't do that. You're gonna get what you get. Right.
That's
So
right.
here's the thing: dressing is corn bread, preferably homemade.
That's right.
Cornbread.
Right.
Okay?
Out that cast iron.
Homemade cornbread, homemade broth. You
Yes.
have to do the chicken broth or you have to do the turkey broth. You do the chicken neck. And
you could do a vegetarian broth with a little mushroom
we
powder.
gonna get to that.
Yeah, there you go. It worked.
But
I
the
have
corn,
to just say, 'cause
the cornbread one.
Yes.
You gotta do cornbread. You gotta do the cream mushroom, cream of chicken, cream of celery. And that goes in a big aluminum foil pan
That
as
sure
well.
do.
Okay, don't you be bringing no dressing and no pot. It's
Oh,
not
my
gonna happen.
That's sad.
You will have major leftovers. Okay,
Yes.
so
and you might have a riot on your hands.
Yeah.
You know, what is this?
No. So, yes, the vegetarian one, also casserole as well. You have to do it in casserole. So that I make vegetarian and vegan dressing all the time.
My wife got to make two kinds. She used to make three kinds. She used to make the regular dressing with the broth.
Yes.
Then the vegetarian dressing, and then she would make one because my son don't eat eggs, so sometimes she have to modify it. So now it's just the two kinds, with and without egg.
Yeah, and then sometimes the onions, people get a little skeptical about the onions. Here's the thing with the onions. Saute the onions.
First.
Saute your onions, saute your bell peppers.
So they're mild.
So they're really nice and translucent, and then you can put it all together. So my favorite dressing, what's my favorite dressing? My favorite dressing is oyster cornbread dressing.
Wow, I never heard of that.
Oh.
Okay. Something new for me.
It's divine.
Is it?
It's divine. Okay, so cranberry sauce.
Can I do like an oyster mushroom dressing? Is that?
You know, I never did that before. I think that would be delicious.
You know what mushrooms are really good? You know the tall oyster mushrooms, the king oysters? You know, if you cut the stalk,
those are beautiful.
If you cut them across the grain and flash saute them, they kind of remind you of scallops.
Yeah.
Right?
I never thought about that before.
Yeah, so maybe
I'm going to try that.
Sear them on each end like a scallop. I'm gonna try
and
that.
This is a great time of year to get mushrooms. Actually, there's beautiful mushrooms that are out right now. So I think a melanie of mushrooms with cornbread dressing would just go great.
Ooh, I'm gonna do it.
Don't forget your celery though. You got to cut your celery.
You gotta have.
Don't forget that, please. Don't forget that. All right. So cranberry sauce or no cranberry sauce?
I make my own. I make my own from cranberries. I gotta boil them. Yes, you gotta cook them down.
Do you do orange? Do you do orange juice?
Yes, ma'am. Gotta have orange juice and some cane sugars. And that's about it. That's about all that goes in my. And you know what? The first time that I made it, everyone was skeptical because everyone's used to that Jello stuff out the can. Then when you put it out, it's still shaped like a can. They're used to that. But when I made mine the first year, they were like picking at it a little bit, and the next thing I know, it was gone. And half that canned stuff was still sitting there. So after that, they were like, we got to make it every year. So I'm doing it this year.
Gravy, white gravy or brown gravy?
Well, you know, I'm vegetarian, so I got to be a white gravy. I don't know. Do they make it brown? Oh, I guess you can make an onion gravy.
Yep.
Yeah, onion gravy.
You sure can.
Yep.
You could make your what you do is you make your roux. So you make your roux real dark.
Yeah, with the get them onions brown, and then it'll be a nice brown
so
gravy.
it could be like a French, kind of like a French onion kind of gravy.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I like
you
that.
do that one there. Okay, corn on the cob or no corn?
I love corn. So if corn shows up, I'm down. It could be kernel corn in a bowl. I'm good with it. But corn on the cob really go.
Last one. This is a big one. So put this in the comment, everyone. This is a big one. I think I'm gonna make this a poll.
This gotta be. I know what you're about to do.
What do
go
you
ahead.
Think? No, go ahead. What you
think?
It
gotta be the greens.
No, I'm not even talking about the greens.
Okay, tell me. What you?
No, we can't talk about greens. Greens is a sacred thing. That is sacred.
What?
Like, as long as you have greens, it don't matter how you get them to the table.
That's true.
I'm going to eat them. Now, if they have pork in it, I'm going to say my prayers the next day.
Those are not greens. Those ain't greens.
Yeah. But however you put the greens on the table, I'm going to eat the greens. I'm going to go for it.
Okay, so what were you going to talk about?
All right, you ready?
Yes. Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Sweet potato pumpkin pie.
No, we already got that established.
Right.
We already got that established.
You know,
we did that a couple weeks ago.
You make the sweet potato pie.
We did that a couple weeks ago.
Yams, they're 75 cents a pound. You better
80,
make them.
I did a poll, a sweet potato pie. Okay, so this is what happened. We had a show. Go back on my show. I had a show
was
a couple shows ago. No, it was a couple shows ago. I did a poll on my page, Tobias Cooks, and I put sweet potato pie or pumpkin pie. Sweet potato pie won by 81%.
Of course, a landslide.
So I'm not going to ask that question. The question I'm going to ask for Thanksgiving. This is the last one. Mashed potatoes or candy yams?
See,
think about it. Take a minute.
You already know that's the same question as sweet potato pie or pumpkin pie. We know what the faces around that table look like.
Yes, mashed potatoes or candy yams.
So candy yams every year for sure. But you know what is nice is when you get a little mashed potato with a little red potato in it with the skin on a little bit on it with a little bit of herbs. That's nice with a little butter and all that. But Thanksgiving got to be yams.
Okay, so Thanksgiving has to be yams.
Gotta be yams.
Candy yams.
Candied yams.
Okay, so no mashed potatoes or candy yams.
Let somebody bring them mashed potatoes. You got to make those yams. You can't have a Thanksgiving table without yams. So.
All right.
The Native Americans had yams at their table.
All right. Well, we're not gonna say that because according to them, we should be doing none of this.
But greens, we're gonna skip greens.
Yes.
Look. Let me throw my greens in there.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. First of all, collard greens, love them.
Okay, collard greens.
If you get them at the right time, they'll be $1 a bunch. You could do like the.
You gotta take the stem out.
You gotta take the stem out. You gotta wash them. If you don't pick your greens and wash them, you're gonna be eating grit.
Yes.
So, these greens are. Is that sand?
Okay, so collard greens.
Collard greens, like majority collard, a little bit, maybe 1 or 2 mustards in there to round up the flavor. You can even throw something else like a chard or a kale is nice even to stick in there. But you know what I did new this year? It's called moringa. Moringa is a leaf It comes from a tree, and it's a superfood from Africa. They eat it a lot in the Philippines and in India.
Wow.
And if you pick it right, which is just the little tiny leaves, it tastes halfway between a collard and a kale, but it doesn't cook as long. So that you add at the end. So,
wow.
So moringa is good, and it's a superfood. So
never heard of that before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, check it out. It tastes great. It's like a slightly milder kale flavor.
I do not discriminate on greens.
Yes. Green it up. Chard.
Cabbage,
Make chard. It don't matter. Rainbow
kale,
chard, Swiss chard, white
collard,
chard.
Mustards.
Mustards.
It does not matter because I'm going to add some hot sauce and brown sugar and I'm good.
Yes.
And the cornbread,
Yes.
I mean,
please make some greens this Thanksgiving.
Yes. All right. So we are out of here. We got caught up in our Thanksgiving show. We sit up here and memorize. Okay. So you could go
drooling.
You could go to Google. There's tons of shows on Thanksgiving if you want to do something different.
Chef?
You have the string bean casserole. You have the squash casserole. You have a ton of casseroles. You have your sweet potato casseroles with your marshmallows. Don't do that. Don't do it.
Butternut squash is good if you can work that into something.
Yes. Don't do that either. Cauliflower, whatever.
Yes.
So the
working into something.
The basis of Thanksgiving, you need to have some kind of protein.
Yes.
You need to have about 15 different starches.
Yeah, meat. I made some veggie meatloaf.
Make sure
meatloaf,
all the vegetables are cooked. We do not want to see a salad on the table for Thanksgiving.
What?
No.
Not even a spring green with the mix and with the almonds and the little cranberries.
No.
Oh.
Save it for the salad.
Save it for the day
sandwich.
after.
Yeah. Save it for the sandwich.
Save it for the sandwich day after.
Save it for the sandwich. All right.
All
Don't
right,
forget, if you're going to someone else's house, please bring something. If you're doing a potluck, pick it up. Just pick up a cake, pick up
Don't show up
pie.
empty-handed.
Do not show up empty-handed. Go ahead, get your sales, get your coupons together. Patronize your chef friends, your cook friends. Buy something from them.
Yes.
Go ahead, get some good pre-made stuff. Add it to your meals. Make sure your macaroni cheese is in the casserole and it's sitting in the middle of the. He said foil. You can do a glass one.
Yes.
You
Foil
do a
on
glass
top. You
one.
gotta keep it.
You do the glass on. You can do the glass one.
If you got it like that.
Yes, if you have it like that. If not, go to the Dollar Tree. All right. Chef Tobias Cooks is out of here. Wishing you a great happy Thanksgiving. Do you start doing your Thanksgiving shopping now? Save you some time and some money. All right, Chef Tobias Cooks here with the Voice of Stockton. Please log on to the Voice of Stockton. Go to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also visit me, Chef Tobias Cooks. See what I'm doing for Thanksgiving on my Facebook page, Instagram page, and YouTube page. See you next week.
Da 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 da, shabba da do da da da, shabba da dee da da da, shabba da dee da do da da da, shabba da dee da da da, shabba da be da do da da da, shabba da beat da da da, yeah, shabba da dee da.